Hello fellow Helldivers. Today's video is about reviewing how well the Diligence Counter Sniper does against automatons. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First, let's go through the basic informations about the Diligence Counter. Like the other snipers in the game, it has 3 zoom levels on its scope, which are 50 meters, 100 meters, and 200 meters. It also has 6 magazines with 15 ammo capacity each, and can only fire in semi-automatic mode. After the recent patch, the ergonomics of the Diligence Counter was improved, and now it's much faster to line up your shots. Its damage was also increased from 128 to 140, which doesn't seem like much, but we're going to see later in the video why it actually matters. The recoil is at 53, which is a bit high, but it won't be much of a problem since you can only fire it in semi mode. Fire rate is at 350 and it has medium armor penetrating, which is very important to have against automatons. Alright, now let's start off with the weakest enemies and go up gradually. Starting with basic bot enemies. All of these guys are easy to kill and will die from one shot to the head, chest, leg, or shoulder. They can only survive a shot to their forearms, or will survive if the bullet passes through something before hitting them. The new improved ergonomics lets you clear multiple of them faster even in close range, which is a great deal since you want to clear them as fast as you can before they call for reinforcements. Alright, moving on to the Scout Strider. The medium armor penetration allows the Diligence Counter to shoot the armored part with the Strider. It will take 6 shots to the leg or 5 shots to the hip and they will just fall and die. Or you can just go around them and kill the driver with 1 shot straight to the body. Next are the most hated enemy type on the automaton front, which are the devs. No, not these devs, I meant the Devastators in the game, who are divided into 3 types: Standard Devastator, Heavy Devastator, or also called Shield Devastator, and the Rocket Devastator. All of these 3 have minor differences between them and will take the same amount of shots before getting destroyed. Okay, obviously the best way to destroy them is by shooting them in their heads. And here's where the recent damage buff comes in handy. Before it used to take 2 shots to the head to destroy them, but now it takes only 1 shot, which is very convenient. Other ways to destroy them are by shooting them 4 times in their leg or 10 times in their chest. You can also shoot their arms off with only 4 shots to the shoulder. This is especially useful if you can't see the head of a Shield Devastator. Then you can just shoot his right arm off and he won't bother you anymore. For Rocket Devastators, you can destroy the rocket's launcher by shooting it twice. This can be useful when there are multiple rocket devs and you don't have much time to line up shots on their heads. There is also a special way to destroy Shield Devastators, which is by shooting them 8 times in their backpack. In my opinion, the Diligence Counter is currently the best weapon to deal with Devastators, thanks to the sniper scope and the new buff. However, this is the only part where it outshines other weapons, like the Scorcher and Dominator. Next are the Berserkers. These guys are a bit more armored than the Devastators and will take 2 shots to the head before getting destroyed. Other ways to destroy them are by shooting them 6 times in their weak belly or 10 times on the chest, or by shooting off their legs, which takes 8 shots. You can also shoot their arms off with only 3 shots to the shoulder, which won't kill them but will make them less dangerous. Moving on to Hulks. Obviously the only way to destroy these guys with our primary weapon is by shooting the weak spot on the back. 12 shots is how many it will take to destroy the weak spot. Next are tower cannons and both types of tanks. And the question is, can you even destroy them with the Diligence Counter Sniper? And the answer is yes and no. I tried to destroy a tank with it and it took about 7 to 8 magazines to destroy only 1 tank, which is even more ammo than you can carry. So you'd be better off using your support weapon or impact grenades to destroy them. Last but not least are Gunships and the front guns of the Factory Strider. I tested both things and just like tanks, it will take more ammo than you can carry. But you will eventually be able to destroy a gunship by shooting one of its engines. Same thing for the front guns of the Factory Strider. It took forever, but I was eventually able to destroy only one of the 2 weapons it had. So yeah, just use your support weapon for this stuff. Oh, by the way, speaking of support weapons, the best support weapons you can pair the Diligence with are the autocannon, the anti-material rifle, and the laser cannon. All of these support weapons will deal with the heavy armored stuff that the Counter Diligence Sniper won't be able to deal with. Alright guys, to finish this video, I'm going to share my final thoughts about our lovely weapon. So in my opinion, the Diligence Counter Sniper is definitely in the top 4 weapons to use against automatons, and is only bested by the Scorcher and the Dominator. So if you don't have these 2 other weapons yet, but do have the Counter Diligence or have enough medals to buy it, then you should definitely go for this awesome weapon. It will make your games much more enjoyable and easier against bots. By the way, even if you do own the Scorcher and Dominator. I'd suggest to try out the counter sniper, and if you like it, then maybe use it from time to time so your games don't get boring, using the same weapon over and over again. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Please leave a like and tell me in the comments what you think about the diligence counter. Also, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1000 subscribers. We're so close. See you guys.